right, so what is YNAB? YNAB is, first off, an acronym. Stands for You Need a Budget. I'm not a big fan of the B word, but really that's what this is. It is a budget. I like to say cash flow management, but the name of the program is not You Need a Cash Flow Management Plan. So we're going to stick with the current name and call it YNAB, or You Need a Budget. The budget word tends to conjure up feelings of kind of restriction, kind of being put on a budget. It's something you do when things are just kind of falling apart and you have to put yourself, it sounds kind of unpleasant. It's kind of like you need a diet or something. It just doesn't sound extremely appealing. It is. So maybe we need to kind of change the thinking around the B word as a budget, but I like to call it cash flow management, but in all actuality, this is a budgeting program. We'll go through a little bit of the differences between this program and maybe other things you've used in the past, but it is a budgeting software, more or less. So a couple things about it. One thing I would highly recommend you do before you get into the course is to come to YNAB.com. Go ahead and sign up for the free trial. It's 34 days, so you get a month plus worth of practice to get in here. Should be enough time to actually get through the course, or at least the majority of it. And it's free for the first 34 days. After that, there is a cost. It's relatively inexpensive, I guess, depending on your current situation, but I would say for the most part, it's inexpensive, especially when you get into it and get good at it. The value that you get out of it, I would highly recommend it. So it's $12 a month or $84 a year. So it's a little bit more cost effective if you do it on an annual basis. But if you're a little bit hesitant because you don't know how well this is going to go, I would go ahead and just sign up for the monthly if you decide you want to. You can always convert it to annual later. So if you do the free trial, you do it for a few months, you're really liking it, you're liking the course, you're getting lots of value out of it, then you can do the annual. So you have an option there. Also, there's tons and tons of information on here in terms of just from budgeting and all kinds of information on here, how to use the tool. There's so much information on here on these tabs. So learn to budget, be inspired, get support. They do courses. They have a YouTube channel. If you want to watch YouTube, they have information on there. If you use Reddit, there's a Reddit subreddit on Reddit about YNAB. People always talking about how they use YNAB. So there's a lot of community out there. There's a lot of information out there on how to use the tool and how other people are using the tool. If you're looking to get more information, this course was designed with a lot of the information taken from a lot of these resources, plus my own experience using the tool. I tried to put it into a logical beginning to end to get you ramped up so that you can start to use it. What I have found in working with tons of people in terms of financial planning, things along those lines, is that there is a learning curve and it can be pretty steep. A lot of times you get into it, it's a little bit confusing. It does have you think about things a little bit differently than maybe you have in the past. So it does take some time to get up and running and use it. But once you get past that, it's a huge help. So in summary, YNAB, it's a budgeting tool. If you've used a spreadsheet before, it's kind of a super duper spreadsheet, and it's extremely helpful in doing this. So again, I'd recommend go to the website, sign up for the trial at the very least, so that you can have it as you go through the course and get a little bit of practice. So that's that. See you in the next video.